My name is Deborah. There you go. I am the founder. I've been doing rescue for about 10 years. I've lived in San Francisco about 22 years before moving up here 11 years ago. I've had a lot of different careers. I was a swimwear designer in my early 20s. Then I met a chef and got married and opened restaurants. I've been in the restaurant business off and on for 30 years. And then in the middle there, I got divorced. I ended up becoming a commercial pilot. So I've had a lot of different careers, a lot of different lives, I guess you could say. But throughout my life, I've always had two really big loves. One is animals and one is food. So I love food. I was delighted to meet a chef and marry a chef. And my love of food has grown over the years. And animals, I grew up with dogs and cats, and I volunteered at the SPCA. I volunteered at wildlife hospitals. And I went to this dairy and I saw 150 goats in one place. And I was just, I was very smitten. I just fell in love with goats. I was like, I have to have goats in my life. I don't know how it's going to happen. But I made it happen. So I ended up getting my first 3 goats from that dairy and watched this video. And it was a speech by a guy named Gary Yourofsky, who's a pretty prominent animal activist. And this guy, Gary, goes all over the world speaking mostly to college students, but basically anybody that'll listen, about animal agriculture and about our food. And it was really the first time I'd witnessed slaughterhouse footage. I went vegan. It was a lot easier than I thought. So, I learned through all my research and all my experience that there's a better way to live. Wow, I really want to share this with everybody. I want to help the community and help people in the community learn to live in a way that's more in alignment with our values, and in a way that makes us more healthy, makes the planet more healthy, and then no one has to be harmed or suffer. So that's what prompted me to start Goatlandia. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We're federally recognized. We do a lot. We're a pretty busy organization, but the primary mission of Goatlandia is to rescue farm animals. So we rescue from all types of situations. We rescue a lot of boys from dairies because they're usually killed at birth. Animals that are abused and neglected, hoarding situations, stray animals. Sometimes we take unwanted pets from people in the community. So that's our first most important part of our mission. And we bring in animals and we give them the medical care and the love they need. And then they either stay with us here in Sanctuary or get adopted out into wonderful, loving homes. So in addition to that, basically our next goal is to advocate. It's to share what we know and the way that we live with others and hopefully inspire people to think about making a change. And we do so in a very warm and welcoming way. We're not here to tell anybody that they're doing something bad because they eat meat or fish or eggs or it's more about saying, hey, here's a choice that we can make. You can make it once a week. You can make it 7 times a week. You can make it 21 times a week. But here's another choice. Here's another way to live and to eat and to be. That's, again, in line with our values. I think most of us agree we all want to be healthy. We want to be happy. We want to live a long time. We want our family and friends to be all those things. We want to hand a planet down to our next generations that's somewhat healthy. So by eating, we have a vote, we have an action that we can take to make that happen.